Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. Ooh, excuse me. And I wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, this is according to TMZ.com. Rihanna helped get her baby daddy off. ASAP Rocky assault trial, not guilty. All right, so the verdict in ASAP Rocky's assault trial was just announced. Rocky has been found not guilty. Rocky's partner and mother of his two sons. Oh, girl, girl. You know what you see, girl. You know what you see? They changed up the verbiage because any other day, girl, they would have put baby mama. Girl, now it's Rocky's partner and mother of his two sons. Okay, I caught that. So Rocky's partner and mother of his two sons, Rihanna, was sobbing and gave Rocky's defense attorney, Joe Tapo. Girl, I can't pronounce that man's last name. I'm not even going to try. So his defense attorney, Joe, a big hug. As the jurors exited one by one, Rocky said to them, "Thank you for saving my life." Outside the courtroom, Rocky thanked God and the jury for allowing him to be a free man, telling reporters and fans he was happy to put the legal saga behind him. Rihanna was there by Rocky's side just as she was in court when he jumped into the gallery to hug her after the verdict was read. Rihanna did not talk to reporters, and after some brief comments from Rocky, the couple meandered through a throng of reporters and escaped in their black SUV. Joe held court after his client left and ripped the prosecution and its star witness, ASAP Relly, saying Relly, not Rocky, is the real criminal here, claiming Relly perjured himself multiple times during the trial and urging the DA to go after Relly next. Joe said he was happy for Rocky, Riri, and their two kids, relaying the family is ready to move on from the trial. The Los Angeles jury began deliberations Tuesday morning after closing arguments were completed Friday afternoon. The rapper was charged with 2 counts of assault with a semi automatic weapon, and Rocky would have faced a possible 24-year prison sentence if he were found guilty. ASAP Rocky, legal name Rakim Mayers, was arrested in 2022, accused of firing a gun at former associate and friend ASAP Rocky outside a hotel in Hollywood in 2021. Rocky turned down a plea deal from prosecutors last month. Rocky's defense attorney Joe maintained his client could have not shot Relly, legal name Terrell Efron, because Rocky only carried a prop gun with him at the time. Relly testified his knuckles were scraped by a bullet. Relly's testimony got heated at times, with fireworks popping off between himself and Joe. Rocky chose not to testify, though his voice was heard in court when he yelled at his pal ASAP 12, don't say, when prosecutors asked him on the stand about AWGE. I'm sorry, what AWGE stands for. AWGE is the name of Rocky's creative agency with Fight Club level secrecy rules attached to it. Rihanna played a background role in the proceedings. Prospective jurors were asked during the selection process whether they heard of ASAP or Rihanna, listened to their music, or downloaded any of their songs. A jury of 7 women and 5 men were selected. None of them were black. Anyway, child. Girl, Riri did what she had to do, baby. Riri said, I gotta go down here. Girl, Riri is one of the biggest stars in the world. Girl, ain't no way you ain't never heard of Rihanna. Okay. Rihanna said, I gotta go down here and save my man, baby. I gotta save my man. So I'm gonna go down here to this courthouse, bring these two kids. Girl, we got to do what it do, baby. So when I walk in, they're gonna be like, oh, there go Rihanna. Girl, he's not guilty. Hey! Anyway, shout out to ASAP Rocky. Shout out to bad girl Riri. Girl, that's Bonnie and Clyde, baby. Girl, that's the new Whitney and Bobby as far as I'm concerned. All right, moving on. This is according to CBSNews.com. So Delta offering $30,000 to passengers aboard flight that crashed, flipped in Toronto. Did y'all hear about that crash? It was a crash. It wasn't a collision. It was a crash. But did y'all hear about that crash? Right. Girl, I can't even go nowhere. Oof. I was gonna go to New York again this weekend because the hotel rooms are actually pretty cheap. I'm assuming due to due to it being winter time, the hotel rooms are pretty cheap, and I still got some credits through Southwest, United, Delta, and American. Okay, do I got one through Delta? I think I do. So I was like, girl, let me just go ahead and go to New York while I can afford it before these rooms go back up. You know what I'm saying? The price of these hotel rooms go back up. But I just can't do it. I'm just gonna sit down and be still until my nerves get a little bit better. And I do know that, girl, you are more prone to get into an accident on ground in a car versus a plane. But still. Okay. But still. Mm. Listen to this. So Delta Airlines says it's offering $30,000 to passengers who were aboard a flight from Minneapolis that crashed and flipped upside down while landing in Toronto on Monday, baby. Girl, girl, what you would have did if you were on a plane and you landed and girl, that thing flipped upside down. Boy, you turned me inside out, round and round. Okay, girl, what did you would have did, girl? What would you have done if you were on a plane and you landed and honey, girl, you looked up and girl, you was looking, girl, your feet was dangling and girl, you was looking at you was looking at the floor. Girl, your feet is dangling. Girl, you looking at your feet dangle. Girl! A spokesperson for the company says that Delta Care Team is telling passengers that this gesture has no strings attached and does not affect rights. All of the 80 people on board Flight 4819, 76 passengers and 4 crew members survived the crash. As of Wednesday morning, 20 of the 21 passengers who were taken to the local hospitals had been released. John Nelson, one of the passengers, captured the scene as he climbed out of the upside down plane. He says there was a hard landing and the plane skidded on its side before flipping on its back. In an interview with Canadian broadcaster CBS News, passenger Pete Carlson described the touchdown as a forceful event where all of a sudden everything just kind of went sideways. I know it did. Carlson had fastened his seatbelt as instructed prior to landing. When he unlatched the belt to evacuate the plane, he said he crashed down onto the ceiling, which had become the floor. Yeah, wait. Oh yeah, the ceiling because it was upside down, so the ceiling was the floor and the floor was the ceiling. Yeah. The crash is under investigation by the Transportation Safety Board of Canada. Girl, investigators from the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board and Federal Aviation Administration are also on site, according to Pearson Airport CEO Deborah Flint. Now, let me say this again. They said that a spokesperson for the company says that Delta Care Team is telling passengers that this gesture has no strings attached and does not affect rights. I don't believe it. Let me tell you something, girl. Them girls just handing out $30,000. Let's get our calculators out. Now I don't know if this is for the for the crew members. So I'm not going to include the crew members. So we're going to do 30,000 times. That says 76 passengers. But that's $2.28 million that they just going to give to these people. And they said that it is no strings attached and does not affect rights. I refuse to believe that they just giving these people $30,000 and they talking about ain't no strings attached and does not affect your rights. So you mean to tell me you're gonna give me this $30,000 and I'm still gonna sue? And I can still sue? And it's not gonna affect that 30,000 you gave me? Girl, I'm not buying it. Girl, I don't want no $30,000 because if you just giving us $30,000 and girl, you probably know we can get 30 million. Okay, that's how my mind will work. I would have to go talk to. I don't know because I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how this stuff works. But I would have to go talk to a lawyer. I don't want the 30,000, not right now. I need to go talk to my lawyer because they just handing out $30,000, talking about this is not When this gesture has no strings attached and does not affect rights. Rights to what? Rights to still sue you. If you're giving 30,000, that means I could probably get a few million. That's how my mind will work. Let me. My iPad is about to go. Anyways, but y'all let me know. Is that for the people who know? Okay, the real lawyers, or the people that just know the law. So, do y'all think that the $30,000 they're just giving them $30,000 and they could still probably also file a lawsuit? Or would it be somewhere in the small? Because I refuse to believe they're just gonna get at $30,000 and those people don't have to sign anything. So you just gonna give me 30,000 and I don't have to sign any paperwork in exchange for the 30,000. Girl, I'm gonna sign that paperwork and sign pretty much sign my life away for $30,000. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I don't trust nobody who just gonna give. You mean to tell me this company just gonna give out $2.28 million to these people, and it's no strings attached? It doesn't affect my rights. My rights to sue you, because that's the next step. Okay. Anyways, it is what it is. I'm glad that everybody is safe though. That's a girl. That when I said that was nothing but God, baby, that was nothing but God, baby. Mm. The plane caught on fire and everything, and nobody died, baby. Baby, I better thank the universe, honey. Yes, God. It ain't time. This is the thing though. When it's not your time to go, it's not your time to go. The fact of the matter is not to bring the hot topics down, girl. You can escape death. If you're gonna die in a plane crash, you're gonna die in a plane crash. That's what I'm trying to tell myself to like hype myself up to get back on the plane. Cause I got places to go. And I got niggas to see. Okay? I can't see my out of town niggas if I can't get there. Okay. I'm just playing. All right, y'all, let's move on. Baby, they will not let my poor auntie Wendy Williams live, baby. So listen to this. Wendy Williams' freedom. This is according to the Jasmine brand. So Wendy Williams' freedom was restricted after allegedly getting drunk at assisted living facility, reports claim. So Wendy Williams allegedly had a little too much to drink while staying at her assisted living facility, resulting in her freedom being restricted, according to the report. The Daily Mail claims Williams was initially housed in a unit that allowed her unrestricted freedom to come and go as she pleased. However, after allegedly ordering several alcoholic drinks and becoming noticeably intoxicated at a restaurant on the premises, the 60-year-old TV personality was reportedly moved to a memory care unit. The floor, according to the report, primarily houses residents with dementia and other memory related conditions. As a result, elevator access is restricted to prevent unsupervised movement. It's unclear whether Williams is completely prohibited from leaving the unit or if she can leave with supervision. The report comes after Williams compared her conservatorship to being in a prison, claiming she was only allowed to leave the facility twice in 30 days for dentist appointments. In a recent court affidavit to end her conservatorship, Williams argued that she's regained capacity to live independently and no longer requires a guardian. A source at the facility reportedly corroborated her claim, saying, Wendy doesn't have good and bad days. She's the same all the time. You can tell her something today, and 2 weeks later she'll remember it. Her memory is fine. The source also alleges that staff lied to Williams, telling her the restaurant was closed after the intoxication incident when it was actually open the entire time. Do you think this report could hurt Wendy Williams' case to end her conservatorship? Let me say something. Good. The only person who told the only way this information got out was because of that white heifer over there in charge of the church's money. Okay, girl, what's her name? Sabrina. Girl, let me tell you something. Is Wendy an alcoholic? Yes. Has she gotten better? Physically, it looks like she's gotten better. At one point, we're not going to pretend that Wendy wasn't walking around here. Girl, mama was a mess. We have to just call it for what it is. She was a mess, couldn't walk, could barely stand up, eyes bulging out of her head. She was this big. It was just a mess. Now, I also know that Wendy suffers from other, illnesses, right? But she looked a mess. Wendy looks a whole lot healthier now. Can I believe that she probably got drunk? A part of me, I can believe it. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. But the simple fact that this got out, I feel like this has that white lady's name written all over it. Girl, she don't want you in charge of her. Girl, I'm telling y'all, that lady is not over there doing this trying to help Wendy Williams, the black Negro girl, out of the kindness out of her heart. Girl, she's doing this because she's receiving something from it. You don't want to let it go. Girl, she don't want you to. She doesn't want you to work for her because that's literally what you're doing. You're working for her. She wants you to go, and you don't want to go. Why don't you want to go? And I'm gonna stay. I'm not wavering on it, girl. Wendy is not a threat to society. Now, if she drink herself under the table, but Wendy's not a threat to society. You ain't never heard of Wendy going out in the streets harming nobody. She ain't never got behind the wheel of a car, a DUI, nothing. She ain't out here slapping bitches left and right, beating people up. The conservatorship needs to end. And if she blows through her money, then that's going to be on her. At least people can say that we tried to help her. We tried to help her. We tried our hardest. However, she didn't want the help. And so now she's broke. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But shout out to my auntie. Hopefully everything is working out and the conservatorship can come to an end. Or at least she could have a control over who she wants to be or help her or whatever. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I need to go pick up a package. I will talk to you guys later. Girl, I bought some sunglasses. Girl, I'm so nervous, girl. Because it's final sale. Now that was only $50. That's not the case. That's not the point. That's not the point. Girl, the point is, girl, it was actually like $41 and some change. But that's not the point, girl. The point is, girl, if I don't like them, girl, I can't. I'm gonna have to just keep them or give them away. So hopefully y'all pray. Y'all pray for me. These sunglasses look the way. That's the only thing I hate about ordering sunglasses offline or online is because you don't know how they're gonna look on your face. But sometimes, in my opinion, they have the best sales on sunglasses online, like Nordstrom Rack, Saks on Fifth. They have like the best sale for sunglasses. But again, girl, when they do that, girl, no return, no no return, no exchange, final sale, girl, I be getting real nervous because I'm like, oh, girl, but like I said, it's only like 40. It was 40 something dollars. So I was like, okay, girl, it's not like they. All right, well, let me go pick my sunglasses. I'm gonna let y'all know how they turn out. Okay, all right, bye, y'all.